the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time. There's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Don't go this way.
Yellow 20. I got it. Hey, 50. Hey, exit.
Hey. 56. Check 56. Check pass. Mike 56.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
5. 59.
Throwing again. Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Throwing is Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Kill.
80 weapon. Hey, Haywood.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21. 56. Mike, 56 right there. Hey, Mike, 7. Switch. 32.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Check 3, alert! Middle.
Stafford now to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Lions.
Set, yellow 20! White.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak. And middle. Hey, Easy, easy.
On first down, Stafford here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Prater. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Now a first down throw. Greer got an open man. Keelan Cole. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Keelan Cole, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the turnover, here's Greer sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play.
Lions 14.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll run. This is Cannon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Stay 50, stay 50. Go!
To throw is Stanford. Looking deep for Hilton. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the Lions' 32-yard line.
53 is the mic.
Finding room to the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Come to watch. Go.
A shotgun snap for Greer. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Greer sets to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now Greer. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Set to Valve with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I'm coming for Recon, 132 fighter. Check it out, Reed.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
Waiting. 53. Ready. Watch the slats. Watch the slat. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. You. Hey, orbit. 56. Hey, easy. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing again at Stafford. Complete to Hilton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I got you, boy.
Again, it's Stafford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Watch QB. Hey, Delta. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
On first down, it's Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Lions are able to cut into this lead. To the air again, Stafford. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you, son. I got you, son. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
To throw again. Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
40 got. 40 got. Small.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He's checking Crab.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Stafford looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
32.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Throwing is Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Double dog, that's the way. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Not here. Alert.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing again. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Lions 22.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like. Tell it, put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused. On my premonitions, best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. Open man is Trey Burton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, check. 3 down. Watch 80. He likes to get those jump balls. Check. Lucky. Mike Monday. Mike 2. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
To throw again. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Kill. 734. Express. Get him. You got him.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Matt Breida, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I got him.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. You don't want to see me. You don't want it. Mike,
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
I don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those...
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he rifles one incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Down. 180. Lost the pass. Tight right.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Focus, defense, focus.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. A good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Jags grab it. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I can't believe they let you play.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
Here's Coleman. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
At the 41-yard line.
Hey, ready? 458's the mic. Get along. Hey, you better breathe. I'm letting you know right now, you better breathe. SOS.
Murray now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips.
Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Dante Fowler racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Here we go. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Carr going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Baby, it's game, baby.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. shotgun now for Carr. Jones has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Mike 2. It's just me and you.
Throwing again. Carr. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
It's caught by OBJ. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, here's Breida. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Matt Breida, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing now is Murray. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the gun, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing. And is actually.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Watch that screen. Watch that screen. Safety screaming. Jumping.
They run with Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Come on, boy. You got to be ready. Don't be scared.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Carr now to throw. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing now is Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Breida. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 694. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Express.
On play action, now Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
We can't be stopped.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. 1st down, Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 46 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Check 9, check 9.
This way, Chief. 637.
So that'll back him up 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
I got it. Quick dash. Go.
Ready, 9. You're mine.
Now a play fake. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Tie that right. Bring it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Murray now on 1st down. Open man is QT, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Hey, check, Mike 20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got Burton here.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Murray now to throw. He finds Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
54's Mike, 54's Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check. Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. To throw his Carr. Buying time to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Right down. 185. Target. Pass will do. Express.
Ringo.
Here's Breida. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines,
accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called it? And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong, whatever you call.